He is a member of the International Ironworkers Local 769. His future plans are to complete his ironworker apprenticeship program and become a journeyman welder. Mr. Max Allen. Our next senior tonight, Mr. Austin Browning. Austin's being escorted tonight by his parents, Anthony Browning, his dad, Anthony Browning, his mom, Terry Browning. Stepmom, Lisa Artrup, has a brother, Cody. Activities include football, 4 years, where he has been All-Ohio, baseball, 2 years, basketball, 1 year, scores, 3 year, prom committee. His future plans are to attend college majoring in physicians assisting and play collegiate football. Mr. Austin Browning. Our next senior is Mr. Matt Cremines. Matt's parents are Kimmy and Kelly Cremines. His activities include football, 2 years, wrestling, and FCA. His future plans are to attend college majoring in engineering. Mr. Matt Cremines. Our next senior is Tyler Eddy. Tyler's being escorted by his parents, Angie and Jerry Eddy, and his brother, Jacob. Tyler's girlfriend is Haley Williams. His activities include football, 4 years, football, 3 years, baseball, 4 years, Beta Club, National Honor Society, scores, 4 years, prom committee. His future plans are to attend Marshall University majoring in business. Mr. Tyler Eddy. Our next senior is Mr. Dylan Lunsford. Dylan's being escorted by his parents, Kelly and Angel Lunsford. His siblings are Kelly and Holly Ann. His activities include football, 3 years, wrestling, 2 years, OVC first place in the 170-pound weight class and district qualifier. FCA, his future plans are to attend college majoring in criminal justice. Mr. Dylan Lunsford. Our next senior is Miss Reagan Bevins. Reagan is being escorted by her parents, Bill Bevins and Jocelyn Maddox. Her siblings are Emma, Sam, and Sophie. Her activities include cheerleading, 4 years, where she is captain. Scores, 4 years. National Honor Society, Beta Club, Student Council, 4 years. She is the secretary in the Student Council. Prom Committee, Homecoming Court, Yearbook, Office Aide, 2 years. Her future plans are to attend college majoring in the medical field. Miss Reagan Bevins. Our next senior is Kennedy Riley. Kennedy is being escorted by her dad, Michael Riley, and her mother, Jill Stapleton, stepmom, Cynthia Riley, and sibling, Cameron. Activities include cheerleading, 4 years, where she is captain, Beta Club, Prom Committee, Homecoming Court, 2 years. Her future plans are to attend Morehead State University or Marshall University, majoring in medical imaging and become a collegiate cheerleader. Kennedy Riley. Our next senior is Miss Haley Stapleton. She's being escorted by her parents, Chastity Stapleton and Shannon Stapleton. Her siblings are Alexis and Zoe. Activities are cheerleading, 4 years. Youth cheerleader coach. Basketball, 4 years. Chesapeake Elementary School volunteer. Women's conference attendee. Her future plans are to attend college majoring in child development and plans to own a daycare in the future. Miss Haley Stapleton. Our next senior is Miss Jordan Storms. Jordan is being escorted by her mother, Susan Arthur, and her granddad, Paul Arthur. Her siblings are Brandon, Aaron, and Brian. Activities include cheerleading, 2 years, basketball, 1 year, softball, 4 years, volleyball, 2 years, prom committee, NHS, Beta Club, yearbook, college options. Her future plans are to attend NC State majoring in biochemistry and attend veterinary school. Miss Jordan Storms. Our next senior is Miss Candace Townsend. She's being escorted by her parents, Chris and Jamie Townsend. Her siblings are Zane, Jace, and Colin. Activities include cheerleading, 1 year, scores, 3 years, National Honor Society, Beta Club, prom committee. Her future plans are to attend Shawnee State University, majoring in nursing, then attend anesthesia school. Miss Candace Townsend. Our next senior is Sheridan Collins. Sheridan's parents are Justin and Sarah Swan. She has a sibling, Reagan. Activities include soccer, 2 years, softball, 4 years, basketball, 1 year, volleyball, 1 year, prom committee, student council, vice president, National Honor Society, Beta Club. Future plans are to attend college majoring in occupational therapy. Sheridan Collins. Our next senior is Caitlin Ross. Caitlin's parents are Anna and Wayne Ross. Activities include soccer, 2 years, prom committee, scores, 3 years, FCA president, National Honor Society, Beta Club. Future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma, majoring in biology. Caitlin Ross. Our next senior is Miss Riley Swan. Riley is being escorted by her parents, Justin and Sarah Swan, and Reagan, sister Reagan. Activities include soccer, 2 years, softball, 4 years, basketball, 1 year, volleyball, 1 year, prom committee, student council vice president, National Honor Society, and Beta Club. Our future plans are to attend college, majoring in occupational therapy. Miss Riley Swan. Our next senior is Mr. Cameron King. Cameron's parents are Patricia and Charles King. Has a sister, Katie. Activities include soccer, 4 years, robotics team. Future plans are to attend Purdue University, majoring in mechanical engineering. Mr. Cameron King. Our next senior is Mr. Andrew Miller. Andrew's parents are Jeremy and Connie Miller. Has a sister, Samantha. Activities include soccer, 4 years, team captain, track, 1 year, quiz bowl, 4 years, NHS, Beta Club, robotics team, Special Olympics volunteer. Future plans are to attend college majoring in biomedical engineering and mechanical engineering. Mr. Andrew Miller. Our next senior is Miss Carly Davis. Carly is being escorted by her parents, Renee and Ryan Davis. Her siblings are Carson and Kinsley. Activities include volleyball, 4 years, first team OVC, second team all district. The first Chesapeake High School volleyball player to reach over 1,000 kills. Basketball, 4 years, first team all OVC, track, 1 year, student council, 2 years, NHS, Beta Club, scores, 4 years, office aide, 2 years. Carly's plans in the future are to attend college in Tennessee to play collegiate volleyball and major in pediatric nursing. Miss Carly Davis. Our last senior tonight is Miss Chloe Hanley. Chloe's being escorted by her parents, Don and Anita Hanley. Siblings are Vanessa, Rachel, and Carl. Activities include volleyball, 4 years, team captain, softball, 4 years, student council, honor roll, 4 years, NHS, Beta Club, class officer, 1 year, FCA, robotics team. Her future plans are to attend college majoring in petroleum engineering. Miss Chloe Hanley. I'd like to give a big round of applause to all these seniors. Good luck in your future endeavors.
And welcome in. 12 minutes on the first quarter clock. Both teams making their way onto the field. And it's the battle for the Joe Smith helmet. The Chesapeake Panthers against the Fairland Dragons from Field Davis Field on a cool and rainy night here in Chesapeake, Ohio. The Dragons will receive, and they are going east to west. Gavin Hunt is back deep to return. On to kick for the Panthers, number 8, Brady Wilson. Of course, Gavin Hunt back deep to return. He was once a Chesapeake Panther through his elementary, middle school days, and now with the Dragons. Now back deep to return with him, number 3, Michael Stitt, the 5'8" running back, as Brady Wilson marks off his steps. Wilson with the approach. It's a squib kick around the 40-yard line and going to bounce out of bounds, so the Panthers are going to start with a penalty. And that'll put the Dragons
against the Panthers
at the 35-yard line.
That's kind of a good thing and a bad thing too, Jake. I mean, you don't let their speed get the ball and you just kick it right out of bounds.
Yep, you keep it away from Gavin Hunt back there.
From 35-yard line, first down 10.
And they're going to go from where the ball rolled out of bounds.
From the 42-yard line.
So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 42 for the Dragons, and they're going to have good starting field position. Joel Lambiot's going to be in the shotgun, 4 receivers right and 1 split left. Empty backfield for him.
For the first screen here. Nope.
The Panthers fan out. In motion comes Stitt. They fake it, and it is a screen. Good call. Riley Sowards across the 40 into the 45. Now up to the 50, and that's where he's going to be brought down, and they're going to give him the roll over the defender. And just like that, the Dragons are in Panther territory. Joel Lambiot to Riley Sowards.
Tackle made by number 88, Dakota Hess, and number 20, Luke Shields. Gain of 8 brings up a second down 2.
And they're going to say a pickup of 8. Second down and 2 for the Dragons. And they're going to place the ball right at the 50-yard line. Same set, 4 right, 1 left. Lambiot in the empty set. The Panthers with a spy on him, the middle linebacker. Lambiot's going to take it, and it's a read up the middle. He's across the 40.
Oh.
5, and then brought down hard. Brought down hard at the Panther 41-yard line. Pickup of 9 for Lambiot on the ground.
Tackle made by number 2.
First and 10 for the Dragons from the Panther 41. And we've seen Big 77, Dakota Hess, changed uniforms, looking like a tight end out there wearing number 88.
I think we should show him a little hot pass.
Maybe might get him the football tonight. Lambiot this time is going to be in the gun, and it's Stitt to his left and a lead blocker in front of him. 2 receivers right and 1 left. And it's the handoff to Stitt. He looks for the edge, and Austin Browning is there and brings him down.
Way to stay home.
Coach Melvin Cunningham on the sideline for the Dragons didn't like that one.
Get you some of that.
Austin Browning coming off the edge. And you know, Austin, this rain has probably kept a little bit of the crowd away, but still a pretty good turnout.
You can still feel the energy out there.
Pretty good turnout. Always. It's Fairland against Chesapeake. There's energy radiating like crazy. Lambiot in the gun, Stitt's to his right. Twin receivers each way. You got to watch Gavin Hunt and Riley Sowards. This time is the middle screen for Gavin Hunt right on cue, and he's across the 40 and 35 and 30. He's off to the races. Donald Richendaler is going to run him down and hold him up. And Austin Browning comes in to clean it up. But that's a pickup of 17. The middle screen. And what a nice play design for the Fairland Dragons. You don't see a lot of middle screens anymore at all, especially at the high school level. And the Dragons did a good job of getting the ball into Gavin Hunt's hands.
Screening the way down the field.
And the offensive line did a good job of letting the defenders through and then getting up the field and blocking for him. Trips left, a split right. Stitz the lone back to the left of Lambiot. Another screen to the left. Bubble screen to Gavin Hunt. He's across the 20 and shoved out of bounds by Cameron Harless.
Pass complete to number 7, Gavin Hunt. Shoved out of bounds by number 5, Cameron
Pickup of 6 on the completion. And the Dragons are just dinking and dunking it down the field, getting the ball to their speedsters on every throw. The first throw went to Riley Sowards. The last 2 have been to Gavin Hunt with 2 runs in between. Twin receivers each way. Lambiot in the gun, Stitt the lone back to his left. He looks one way, throws it the opposite way. Another screen, this time to Riley Sowards across the 10-5. Into the end zone goes Riley Sowards from 16 yards out.
You know, if number 53 doesn't get his head on a swivel and just stays home, I mean, if it's too easy, it's a screen.
Always.
Stay home.
Defensive lineman, listen, if it's too easy, it's a screen. I promise. I've been there. I've been one.
How far out was that?
16-yard touchdown. On for the extra point, number 27, Alec Bruce. The snap, the hold, the kick up. and is good with 9:31. Fairland Dragons 7, Panthers 0. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. And welcome back. Back deep to return for the Panthers is Austin Browning and Cameron Harless. On for the kick is Alec Bruce, and it's a pooch kick. Going to be fielded by Carson Knight at about the 35. Knight finds a seam, and he's going to be up and across the 40.
Number 3, Carson Nida on the return.
Panthers will take
by
over.
Number 17, Tugger Atkins. Panthers take over first down 10.
Ball on the
from
41.
their own 42-yard line.
42-yard line. So just like the Fairland Dragons, the Dragons took over on their own 42 on their first drive. Panthers have Browning under center. Harless goes in motion. The ball's on the ground. Browning keeps it, picks the fumble up. He's across the 50 and off to the races.
Makes something to nothing,
he may
baby.
not get caught.
Yep.
And he's finally ran out of bounds.
Number 10, Austin Browning on the run. First down, Panthers.
Little trick play.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Little fumble-rooski. Browning looking for Cameron Harless on the sweep.
I was about to make the comment about ball security, Jake, before that drive started.
Let's not talk about it. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers on the Dragon 18. Three-yard pickup for Browning. Harless this time on the carry. Brought down by a handful of Dragons. On that long run by Browning, he was run out of bounds by
number 5, Cameron Harless on the carry.
Number 3, Michael Stitt, who had a pretty good angle.
Tevin Taylor.
That last pickup was Cameron
5
Harless,
for the
pickup of
Panthers.
5. Panthers back to the ball, 2nd down and 5. Ball at the Dragon 13-yard line. This time it is to Donald Richendaler, who retreats backfield and loses a whole bunch of yardage. And Coach Andy Clark not happy with the way the Panthers block the edge. And that's a loss of 7 for Richendaler on his first carry.
You know, the Dragons being in that four-man front, you got to get that inside game going, and it'll open up your outside.
We'll see. We still haven't seen
Mr. Walsh?
Logan Walsh offensively. I didn't pay enough attention to see if he was in defensively.
Didn't either.
3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Ball on the 20-yard line. Browning under center. In motion goes Harless. Harless gets the handoff. He's going to lunge across the 15. So pickup of 6 for Harless.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the carry.
4th down and a long 6 for the Panthers.
4th down, 6 for the Panthers.
Dakota Hess comes out. Thomas Sense comes in to get some quicker guys in. 7:33 left to play in the first quarter. Fairland Dragons 7, Chesapeake Panthers 0. Jacob Wells, long loss to Carter to bring you tonight's game. Browning now in the gun. Tyler Eddy to his left. Trips left, a split right. Browning takes it. He rolls left, looks to the end zone. He has Donald Richendaler, and Richendaler falls down in the end zone. And the Dragons are going to take over
on downs.
Man.
After a quick start on the mishandled snap. Browning picked it up and got down the field quickly. And after one negative play, that's all it took to hurt the Panthers from getting the ball in the end zone.
You know, in a game like this, when Fairland's just going to quick, you have to come away with those points right there.
You can't leave points on the field.
But Walsh is on the field, Jake, defensively.
Full house backfield in the gun. In motion goes Stitt. And they're going to hand it to the next back through in J.D. Brumfield, the freshman. And he gets hit pretty hard by Dylan Lunsford and Carson Nida. He's going to pick up
number 2, J.D.
4 on the carry. 2nd down and 6. Under 7 minutes to play in the first half. First quarter.
Dylan Lunsford, gain of 4, 2nd down, 6.
This time is Brumfield in motion. And the offensive line is going to jump off sides for the Dragons, and that's their first penalty of the night.
False start against the Dragons.
I believe it might rain.
Yeah. I think it's getting worse instead of better.
And so far, the moisture of the rain all day and now has not bothered or affected the Fairland Dragons in one bit.
Hopefully you just jinxed them.
Knock on wood. Second down, 11 for the Dragons. Ball on their own 13-yard line. Lane beyond the gun. Single back beside of him. Stitt. Twin receivers each way. Maybe out takes the snap. Looks deep downfield, and he has a man.
Oh.
Number 14, Zeke Ramey, and they're going to get the Panthers for a pass interference. As Zeke Ramey got behind Carson Nida, Ramey had to kind of stop to come back for it. When he did, Nida didn't stop. Ran right into him.
Pass interference.
The instant replay shows you Lambiot has all the time in the pocket, plants, and just underthrows Ramey. So he has to stop, and Carson Nida bumps right into him. And that'll be a pass interference on the Panthers, their second penalty of the night.
First incomplete pass on the night.
Yeah, it's still like a 15-yard pickup, though.
Right.
First and 10 for the Dragons on their own 27. Trips left, split right, single back is Stitt beside Lambiot in the gun. This time, they let the running back go on the outside, and the lineman come through free, and it's another screen. This time it's to the running back, Stitt.
Pass complete to number 2, J.D. Brumfield. Tackle made by number 3, Carson Nida, and number 51, Dylan Lunsford. Gain of 8.
Pickup of 8 for Stitt
for the Dragons.
on the screen. And you won't see the Dragons go under center very often. Keep the field pretty spread out. Twin receivers each way. Lambiot has one running back. Lunsford comes on the blitz. He goes the wrong side, and Stitt has a hole. Stitt's across the 50 and hit hard. He keeps his footing. He's across the 30 and into Panther territory, and going to be run down from behind by
Logan Walsh.
Pass complete to number 3,
And the Panthers have
Michael
got to wrap
Stitt.
up, Austin.
Correction run by number 3, Michael Stitt. Tackle made by number 2, Logan Walsh.
Man, you have
First
him
down,
back
Dragons.
here on the other side of the field.
60-yard pickup. Shows Stitt gets sandwiched in between two Panther defenders and keep his footing. Finally run down by Logan Walsh. And the Dragons back to the ball. Same set. This time is J.D. Brumfield, the freshman running back up the middle, brought down by J.T. Henry.
Number 2, J.D. Brumfield on the run. Tackle made by number 56, J.T. Henry. Gain of 4.
Pickup of 4
Second
for the
down,
freshman
6
running back, J.D.
From the
Brumfield.
Panther 14-yard
Second down,
line.
6 for the Dragons. Ball is on the Panthers 14-yard line. Trips right, a split left, single back is Brumfield beside Lambiot. And they give it to him again. This time he's wrapped up close to the line of scrimmage, stood up by Austin Browning and cleaned up by Dakota Hess.
Number 2, J.D. Brumfield on the carry. Tackle made by number 20, Luke Shields. Number 88, Dakota Hess.
Pickup of 1 for Brumfield. Third down and a long 4 for the Dragons.
It's third down, Panther fans. Make
Got
some noise.
Craig Cremines and Josh Cooper out in Slop Holler. Tune it in. Trips right for Lambiot. This could be a big stop for the Panthers, excuse me. A split left.
Stay
Lambiot
on.
rolls out of the gun with Lunsford in pursuit. He gets wrapped up by Austin Browning, and what a nice form tackle
Number 8,
by the
Joe
senior,
Lambiot on the
keeping
carry.
Lambiot from getting to
Prestige
the,
tackling.
hey,
Austin
keeping
Browning.
Lambiot from getting to the first down marker.
That's huge right there. But it looked like in warm-ups, the Dragons do have a pretty nice
Fourth down,
kicker, though.
3.
That kicker is number 27, Alec Bruce, just a freshman.
He's warming up from about 30 yards out, 35.
The holder is Gavin Hunt. Snap, hold, kick up. and through the uprights. 3 points go to the Dragons. Fairland 10, Chesapeake 0. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. The kickoff goes through the hands of Cameron Harless. Now he fields it and looks to return, looking for a crease. The Fairland Dragons able to get down the field and cover it well after the mishandled catch on the kickoff with a late flag coming in around the 30-yard line.
Number 62.
Probably got a little chippy after.
Looks like we're going to have a holding call
Man.
on the Panthers. They came in extremely late, and it was not even close to where Cameron Harless was brought down. And not good starting field position for the Panthers. The last score for the Dragons was a 25-yard field goal by the freshman kicker, number 27, Alec Bruce. Fairland Dragons 10, Chesapeake Panthers 0 here at Phil Davis Field. The Panthers going to take over on their own 11. Browning under center, a double tight, and wing back each way, and the officials looking for a timeout. Coach Andy Clark for the Panthers out on the field talking to the official. Not sure the confusion. I think a hold is a spot foul is what Coach Andy Clark is looking for. They walked it back from where the running back was taken down, and they're going to leave it. Browning under center, tight end each way, a wing back each way, offset fullback Tyler Eddy. Harless is the deep back. They give it to him. Harless has a hole. He's back across the middle.
See you later, baby.
Harless has some room. He's across the 50. Let's hope for no flags. Joel Lambiot in hot pursuit across the 20, 15, 10, 5. Cameron Harless goes in for a Chesapeake Panther touchdown. Quick strike, baby. Touchdown.
Back in the game, baby.
Eastbound and down. Cameron Harless.
88 yards?
Trucking. We've got an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Panthers, it looks like. The replay shows Harless takes the power pull, 2 men out leading in front of him, and that was all she wrote. He left the defense in the dust, well, the mud of what would be if it was a natural playing turf, and it's a sideline warning on the Panthers as the flag.
Touchdown is good.
Got a little excited down there.
Of course.
Every reason to be.
Cameron Harless found the hole, hit it hard, and off to the races he went. 89 yards for Cameron Harless on his third touchdown, or excuse me, on his third touch. On for the extra point goes Brady Wilson. Holder, Tylen Hutchison, snap, hold, kick, right through the pipe. Extra point good. Fairland Dragons 10, Chesapeake Panthers 7. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. Chesapeake Panthers coming off a 89-yard touchdown jaunt by Cameron Harless. It's his third carry. He's now over 100 yards rushing. 3 carries, 100 yards.
That was that same power pull last week that just abused Rock Hill.
Absolutely. And now the Chesapeake Panthers have to keep the Fairland Dragons out of the end zone.
And think about it, if you complete that pass from Browning to Rigendaler.
Yep. Back deep to return for the Dragons is Gavin Hunt. And
good boot.
Michael Stitt. Gavin Hunt going to field it 12-yard line.
Get down there. Get down there.
Hunt has a seam, and he's maybe
Brady
off
Wilson.
to the races. Brady Wilson in pursuit, and the kicker saves the day.
Number 7.
I mean, if you just sit back here and watch him, he is head hunting.
He waits.
I love it.
He's patient, and he saves the day.
I
He
love
does.
it. Yep.
Last week he had a, I'd have gave him the hammer if it was me. He'd have got the hardest hit of the week award. He came up and made a nice tackle around the 50-yard line last week.
And he had one against Portsmouth, too.
Yeah, he comes up to hit people. That was Talon Parker. He
Yeah.
caught him.
And he was out for a few plays, if you don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a collision. Dragons going to take over in Panther territory. Ball on the 42. A fullback in front of the running backs on each side of Lambiot. Lambiot takes it, and it's going to be a sweep to Stitt. Stitt has the edge, cuts it back, wrapped up, brought down by Cameron Harless. Stitt's going to be close to the first
Number
down
3,
marker.
Michael Stitt on the carry, tackle made by number 5, Cameron Harless.
And it is a pickup of 10 for Stitt. First down, Fairland.
Yeah, a little airport.
Stitt now with 3
First down,
carries,
Dragons.
70 yards.
Yeah.
2:15 left to play in the first quarter. Dragons 10, Panthers 7. Lamby out in the gun, a running back each way, a fullback in front of him. This time the zone read goes to J.D. Brumfield, the freshman running back. Looks to go over the top of the defender.
It's like the first wave of defenders just
Number 2,
whiffing
J.D.
every tackle.
Brumfield on the carry.
Donald
Tackle made
Richendahl
by
able to
number
knock him
14,
down.
Donald
Pickup of
Richendahl.
9 for Brumfield. 2nd and 1 for the Dragons. Ball in the Panther 22. Minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Lamby out in the gun, a running back each way, a fullback in front of them in a stance. Receiver split each way. Showing blitz is Logan Walsh. He took the inside route. Michael Stitt making some moves. He's turned back by Cameron Harless.
Number 2, J.D. Brumfield on the
Austin
carry.
Browning
Number
comes
3,
in and
Michael
brings
Stitt
him down
on the
hard,
carry.
and those are great
Tackle made by
hard
number
tackles
10,
Austin Browning's
Austin
making,
Browning.
but they're too little too late. The Dragons are picking up
And
10,
number
12
5,
yards at a
Cameron
time.
Harless.
The first line defense, these interior linemen have got to do a better job getting in gaps. Same set for the Dragons. Running back each side of Lambiot in the gun, fullback in front of them. Lambiot takes the snap, and it's to Brumfield right up the middle. Brumfield still fighting, and he's going to go in.
Wow.
Touchdown,
Number
Dragons.
2, J.D. Brumfield in
7-yard
for the
touchdown for
Dragons.
J.D.
Touchdown.
Brumfield. Minute 13 left in the first quarter. That play saw Joel Lambiot ride Brumfield all the way up in there before really just giving it off to the running back. Brumfield goes in from 7. On for the extra point is Bruce. The snap is low. It's picked up and held. Extra point good. Fairland Dragons 17, Panthers 7.
Number
Jake
27,
Wells on Austin
Alec
Carpenter. You're
Bruce
listening to
with
Cat
the
Sports on
extra
93 and
point.
1340.
With 1:30.
And welcome back in. Bruce, the approach, kick up and away. Cameron Harless going to field it just outside the
Here we
20. Looking for a middle return. Going to be brought down around the 35.
He's got that pooch kick down pretty well, getting it down there around the 30, 35.
Harless brought down by number 50.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the return. Tackle made by
says
number
52.
62.
Man, those numbers
Blake
nowadays are
Cremines.
just so hard to read from up here.
First down, Panthers
gonna
from
say
their
it's
own
Blake
36-yard
Cremines.
line.
Wearing 52. Excuse me, Caleb Mullins wearing number 52. Panthers to the ball quickly. Tight end each way. Full house backfield, double wing. This one's the power pitch to Donald Richendahl. And looking like he's not wanting to get any contact. You just got to turn the corner. It's a power play, young man. You got to get in the hole, turn the corner, and run hard.
If you see what
14,
the Panthers
Donald
did, they've
Richendahl
moved
on the run.
Dakota Hess to
Tackle
the
made
tight
by
end
number
spot,
23,
and he's
Riley Kazee.
Trying to
He
really
doesn't look
wash
like
that
he's-
defensive
And
end
number
down.
2, J.D.
Doesn't look like he's
Brumfield.
comfortable there. If you just sit up here and watch him,
Second down, 10.
that's
for
the reason that
Panthers.
play just got so blown up.
Pickup of none for Richendahl.
A good block right there.
This time is to Harless. Harless running hard. Finally brought down by a handful of Dragon defenders.
See,
Pickup of 5 for
Number 5,
Harless.
That play
Cameron
for
Harless on
Dakota
the
Hess
carry. Tackle
sealed the
made
edge
by
well.
Number 5, Brennan West. Gain of 6. Third down.
Under 20
4
seconds to
for
play
the
here in the
Panthers.
first quarter. Head coach Andy Clark going to let the time run out. At the end of the first, Fairland Dragons 17,
end of the
Chesapeake
first
Panthers
quarter.
7. Jacob Wells, along with
Dragons
Austin Carpenter, and you're listening to Cat
17,
Sports on 93.3 and 1340.
Now point 0.
At the end of the first was a 6-yard pickup for Harless. They're going to give it to him again. First play of the second quarter. Harless has room. He's across the 50 and in Fairland Dragon territory.
Watch out, Mr.
Number 5,
Official.
Cameron Harless on the carry. Tackle made by number 2.
11-yard pickup for Harless.
First down, Panthers.
It's his 5th carry of the night. We're in the second quarter. That was the first play of the second quarter. Fairland Dragons 17, Chesapeake Panthers 7. Jacob Wells along with Austin Carpenter and Gabriel Sellers back in the studio bringing you tonight's action. Panthers to the ball quickly, still in double tight set. And they're going to keep running power pull until it's stopped. And it's a counter this time to Donald Richendaler up the middle. Richendaler tripped up initially near the line of scrimmage.
You get 5, 6 yards.
Donald Richendaler on the carry.
6-yard pickup for Richendaler, and that's his first positive carry of the night. His first rush was a -7, and then a 0, and now.
Well, then first initial place, he had nowhere to go.
It's true.
Gain of 5 brings up a second down 5.
They're going to give him 5. Second down 5 for the Panthers. Ball on the Fairland Dragon 42. 11 minutes left to play here in the first half. Panthers still in the double wing set. This time the toss is to Richendaler. He cuts it back, looking for some room to dance, and Richendaler's going to have the first down.
Number 14.
Number 53 was pulling Richendaler. Say, come on, stand up, stay up.
First down, Panthers.
Pickup of 6 for Richendaler.
I mean, if you're Chesapeake right here, you're keeping the ball away from the Dragons. You're eating up the clock, moving the ball.
If you saw in the last play, as Browning went to toss that pitch to Richendaler, he was cut.
Oh, he ate the dust.
The nose guard is diving underneath the center and trying to get the quarterback's feet. This one, the toss is to Harless, and the linebackers are blitzing hard that way. Harless going to pick up 2.
Number 5, Cameron
Dragons
Harless
doing everything they
carry.
can to get up there
Tackle
and stop the
number
power
54,
pull.
Seth McLean.
Excuse me, it's
Gain
a
of
pickup
3
of
brings
3
up a second
for
down,
Harless. Second and 7. Panthers in
For
Dragon
the
territory. Ball at the 33-yard line.
That's really all you can do if you're the Dragons is try to cut and get someone's shoestring back there.
Here in a second, Browning's going to fake that toss and keep it naked to backside.
Let me get
This
that 5
time-
yards, please. Thank you.
This time, the Panthers using the hard count. They send Richendaler in
Offsides
toss motion,
against
and the hard
Dragons.
count gets the interior line of the
Second
defense.
down, second
Jump
down,
off
2.
sides.
So smart. Get the motion going. Go hard count. Just coaching, man.
So with the 5-yard penalty, it's going to be second down and 2 for the Panthers. Ball at the Dragon 23. 9:44 left to play in the first half. Dragons trying to stack the box. This time is the toss to Richendaler. Richendaler has what looks to be enough for a first down. Still churning. Finally brought down by a handful of defenders.
Number 14, Donald Richendaler on the carry. First down,
Richendaler
Panthers.
needed 2. He got 3. First down, Chesapeake. Panthers do get the second half kickoff. Panthers back to the ball quick. This time they have Hutchinson split left. In sweep motion comes Harless. They're looking to seal the edge. Harless bounces it out, finally brought down.
Good lead block by Mr. Eddy. Not bad to seal the edge.
Joel Lambiot comes in from the
Number
safety
5,
spot to bring Harless
Cameron
down.
Harless on the carry. Tackle made by number 5, Brennan
Harless
West.
picks up 7 on the sweep. You can tell the Dragons have
Second
definitely
down,
been practicing against that all week long, watching film, seeing how the Panthers have run the jet sweep in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Panthers back to the ball. Hutchinson split to the right this time, offset fullback Tyler Eddy.
Belly or toss. No counter.
It's a counter to Harless. He jumps over a defender, now his own man,
Man.
and he's hit maybe for a loss by number 2, J.D. Brumfield. And it is going to be a
Number
loss
5,
of
Cameron Harless on the carry. Tackle made by number 66, Jacob Rankin. And number 2, J.D. Brumfield.
And those interior
Third down,
linemen were
3.
diving at feet, trying to cut, really impeded Cameron Harless coming back from the opposite way on,
Had to
on
not
the
get
counter.
out once, but twice to get out of the way.
Panthers back to the ball, double tight set. Harless on the power pull. They give him the toss. He looks to cut back, dives ahead. He's going to be close to the first down marker.
He's moving in
Needed
motion.
4. First down Panthers. He got just enough.
Number 5,
Panthers
Cameron
bringing those
Harless
wingbacks
on
in,
the carry. First down,
in a
Panthers.
shallow toss motion. Quarterback turns and flips it to the wingback. The backside guard and tackle both pulling. It's working out for the Panthers the last couple drives. Still got to keep the Dragons out of the end zone.
Then you have Dakota Hess at tight end spot cutting.
Doubling down.
Woo.
Chesapeake Panthers want a timeout with 7:45 left in the first half. Dragons 17, Chesapeake Panthers 7. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. This time the jet sweep to Donald Richendaler. Has some room. He cuts it back near the 5. Brought down at the 6.
Number
Is the
14,
sophomore running back.
Richendaler on the carry. Tackle made by number 25, Caleb Mullins.
Pickup of 9 for Richendaler. The Panthers got to the ball
Gain of
quick
8.
out of that
Second
timeout.
down, 2 for the
Ran the
Panthers.
sweep. Pickup of 8 for Richendaler. Second down and 2. 7:20 left here in the first half in Phil Davis Field. Fairland Dragons against the Chesapeake Panthers. Panthers back double tight ends. Wing back each way. A fullback behind the quarterback. And the Panthers are going to get called for a false start.
Man, it's like once you get inside the 10, the 5, it's so hard to score. You shoot yourself in the foot. The defense is so compact in there.
Second down, 7 for the Panthers. Ball now rests at the 11-yard line of the Fairland Dragons. Panthers to the ball. In split left, Hutchison. In sweep motion comes Harless. Harless looking for an edge. Gets the edge. Jumps over a defender.
First down.
And the official goes down hard as a Panther player and Dragon player both land on top of him.
Give him some water.
On the carry.
Or a trainer, one of the two. He went down hard.
Trainer.
That's going to be close for a first down for the Panthers. And it is. First down, Chesapeake. Harless needed 7. Looks like he got about 7.5. Sweet play shows Harless, the lead blocker, and Tyler Eddy out in front of him. You see him jump over the defender there, and the official goes down hard. You caught it in the replay. Browning under center, double tight. Another toss to Harless. Harless cuts it back, looking for some room to run. He's still on his feet. The ball came loose. They're going to say he was down. Pickup of 2 for Harless.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the carry.
Be second and goal for the Panthers. Ball at the 2-yard line.
Man, so close. Don't shoot yourself
All right,
in the foot.
let that
Gain of
clock
1.
tick.
Second down goal.
I'm not talking
from
about the
3.
clock. Ball security. You have to have the ball to get into the end zone
You
to
do
get the
have-
points on the board.
You do. You have to have it. I didn't know. Second goal for the Panthers. Ball at the 2. Double tight set. Wing back each way. Browning rolls out to throw. Touchdown, Panthers.
Shake and bake.
Did I see a flag come thrown in?
No, you did not. Don't
Say
say
I'm
that.
just so used to seeing them, Austin.
Don't say that.
I see him in my nightmares.
Please don't.
A little
Little bit.
17 boot pass action. Shows Browning take it with a fake in the backfield. He rolls out, finds Tylen Hutchison in the end zone. Touchdown, Chesapeake. On for the extra point. Brady Wilson.
Wish I could see Coach Hutch's face over there.
The snap. It's a terrible snap. Somehow, some way, Hutchison gets it down. The extra point's good.
Wilson is good with 6:08 left in the half.
Panthers just got to keep the Dragons out of the end zone.
I don't want to take my chances on like a little pooch kick over here towards us by the numbers.
And the Panthers, of course, line up all close to the football. The kicker approaches, fakes the kick, then they fan out. Don't be surprised if the kicker kicks it out of this set, as he did multiple times last week against Rock Hill. This time's the fake.
The
It
suspense.
surprises me every time.
What he needs to do is walk up, fake, run back just a little bit, and then come back and kick it.
Let's see here. Wilson's approach. And he kicks it deep.
Oh,
It's
good
gonna be
kick, good kick,
fielded.
good kick. Get down there.
And mishandled by Gavin Hunt.
There you go,
at the
Carson
5.
Nida.
Hunt has a lane, and he's off to the races. He cuts it back across the middle of the field. Cameron Harless is the only one there that might catch him. Cameron Harless takes a good
Ball,
angle. The ball
ball,
comes out. The Panthers recover.
Yes!
The official comes in and gives a huge hand to the Chesapeake Panthers.
My bad, got a little hot there, Jake.
Hey, I'm not mad. First down
Got a little hot.
Chesapeake. First down Panthers.
Let's
the
go.
Replay shows Gavin Hunt makes a great return. Cameron Harless keeps him in his sights, goes to wrap him up. The official gets in the way. The ball comes loose. Donald Richendaler dives on it and advances it. And the Chesapeake Panthers are going to take over on the fumble recovery and really need to find the end zone before halftime.
Yes, sir.
Wow, what an exciting. And I talked about the rain maybe keeping some fans out. Austin, there's
I think they found their umbrellas.
I mean, they're here. I see umbrellas lined on one end of the end zone. And this is Chesapeake Fairland Week night. And with so much riding on the line, both teams a shot to make the playoffs. Fairland Region 19, Division 4. Chesapeake Region 21, Division 5. Fairland right now sits at 7. They take the top 8. Chesapeake sits at 9. And the Panthers got to win to have a chance. Browning under center. Split left is Hutchison. Harless comes in sweep motion. He cuts it back. He's going to be across the 50. Pick up a 4 for Harless.
Number 5,
And
Cameron
a
Harless
sustaining
on the carry.
drive here, Austin.
Gain of 3 brings up a 2nd down 7.
The Panthers should go on a drive here.
At the Panthers' rate, they can eat up the whole 5 minutes, 30 seconds.
And I'm sure that's what Coach Andy Clark's thinking.
Full intentions.
They're going to run the clock out, want to score before the halftime buzzer, and then come out and get the second half kick. Keep the ball away from the Dragons. Browning under center, split wide left is Hutchison. Harless goes in motion. That's Richendaler in motion. They go to hand it to the fullback. And the interior defensive line of the Dragons do a good job.
Host of Dragons. No gain.
Tyler Eddy gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Sorry, Jacob.
But you can't score too fast because you give Lambiot's the first possession is 2 minutes and 29 seconds. That's fast scoring the ball in high school sports in Fairland.
All screens.
All screens, one rush that drive.
4:35 left in the first half. Panthers to the ball, offset fullback, a receiver split right. It's going to be a pass, sweet pass is what it was, and Joel Lambiot did a fantastic job staying
brings up a 4th down 7.
with Tylen Hutchison. As Donald Richendaler is also the backup quarterback, and they handed it to him on a sweep. He got some depth and looked down the field to the 6'3" wide receiver, Tylen Hutchison, who was covered well by Joel Lambiot. Didn't surprise him, and he's still not a bad thrown ball by Richendaler. The snap to Wilson, and a nice punt fielded at the 10
Come on, cough it
by
up again.
Gavin Hunt. Hunt hit him initially by Dylan Lunsford. Now he reverses field, and he's
Deja vu, come on.
He's looking for some room, and here comes the punter kicker, Brady Wilson.
Head Hunt.
Lowers the boom, the kicker.
Big number 8, Brady Wilson.
I tell you, the kid doesn't even go through tackling practices through the week. He's a soccer player.
Get some love from Coach Clark. Yes.
Absolutely.
Man. Respect,
Show
young
you.
fella.
Initially, Dylan Lunsford had a hit on Hunt. Hunt advances it up across the 40 and say hello to the kicker. Lambiot in the gun, a running back each way, a fullback in a stance in front of him. It's Stitt. He's the first man through. The ball came loose. They're going to call him down, and Dylan Lunsford hops on it. Stitt's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. We're under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Chesapeake Panthers 17, Fairland Dragons 14.
2nd down 9 for the Dragons.
That could have been huge, Jake.
I'm a fan of trick plays. I love the sweet pass. You're running the ball so well, though. I mean, even at 3rd and 7,
Right.
you know. Lambiot a single back beside of him, twin receivers each way. He drops. He's looking for the out. And it's number 14, Zeke Ramey, on the out route. And it goes through his hands up in the air, and then he falls. Falls incomplete for Ramey. 3rd down and 9 for the Dragons. Ball on their own 44.
Pretty well ran out route, though.
Make some noise, Panther fans.
He makes that catch. That's the first down and
sure.
some.
Lambie out in the gun again. Single back stick to the left. Twin receivers each way. Panthers could really get some heat on Lambiot.
Watch the screen, big guys.
Panthers changing their coverage.
Looking,
Timeout, Dragons. Kind of threw the Dragons off a little bit. 3:29 left in the first half. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. It's an empty set for Lambiot. He's got quads left, a split right. Lambiot drops. He has some room to run. He's still looking deep to Riley Sowers. Sowers goes low and catches it. There's a flag.
Was he past the line of scrimmage?
We'll see here. It looks like they're going to get an illegal lineman downfield.
Man, that's huge.
Pass interference offense. I'm sorry.
15-yard.
Wow. What a call. The initial call, the side judge here, looked at put his hand on top of his head like a lineman downfield, but that is a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Offensive pass interference.
My goodness. Deep ball, screen.
15-yard.
I mean, really, the Panthers had it covered well. It was a good thrown ball to where Riley Sowers could only be the one to catch it, and he went down and made the play. It would have been a first down. Lucky break for the Panthers. Third down, 24 for the Dragons. Ball on the Panther, ball on their own 29. Receivers flipping sides. Lambie out in the gun, Stitt the single back. Trips left, split right. Panthers showing an edge rush by Hutchison. Hutchison being held. Zeke Ramey is deep and overthrown short.
Pass falls incomplete, 4th down.
Melvin Cunningham not happy on the sideline. And what should have been a clear holding call on the Dragons tackle down here. Tylen Hutchison with the speed rush on the side. See him in the replay. You see the tackle get a hold of him and spin him around there. No hold call. And a pass that was just out of the outstretched arms of Zeke Ramey. On the punt is the quarterback, Joel Lambiot. 2:53 left to play in the first half. Panthers trail by 3. Fairland Dragons 17, Chesapeake 14.
You got to be careful with Lambiot back here.
And it's a hard count for the Dragons. Not sure if it was the offense or defense. Looks like it's going to be on the Dragons. False start on the Dragons. Looking to draw the Panthers off sides, and they're going.
That's their 3rd penalty on the night, Jake.
Panthers have 4.
For a total of 25 yards.
One thing we haven't seen thus far, knock on wood, no personal foul penalties, late hits.
Right.
Rivalry game, you normally see at least one in the first half. Haven't seen that yet. The snap, fielded by Lambiot. And it's an end-over-end kick. And gonna roll in favor of the Dragons. First touch by number 2, J.D. Brumfield. It's gonna be Panther football. Ball on their own 49-yard line. 2:44 left in the first half. Panthers still with 2 timeouts.
From their own 49.
And finding the end zone now would be a great boost of confidence before the half as the Panthers do receive the second half kick. Panthers into the huddle. Getting a call from quarterback Austin Browning. We've not seen run the ball at all except for the fumble recovery. Panthers in a double wing. They're going to hand it to Harless. He has to back up a little bit. Now he looks to bounce outside. Stitt's there to make the tackle. There is a flag.
Hutchison blocking the back.
Legal block in the back against the Panthers.
Block in the back on the Panthers is Hutchison.
Penalty is declined. 2nd down.
They're going to decline the penalty because of the loss on the play. Second down, 14 for the Panthers. Ball on their own 45. Browning in the gun. Eddie, the single back, trips right, a split left. Takes the snap, and he looks to run. Browning finds a gap. He's up across midfield, still moving. Breaks one tackle, finally ran down by Lambiot.
Number 10, Austin Browning on the carry. Tackle made by number 2, J.D.
Pickup of 6 for Browning.
Third down, 8.
Brumfield and Lambiot on the tackle for the Dragons. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Panther football, 3rd and 8 on the Dragon 49. Panthers get the call from the sideline.
Get to the ball awful quick.
Split receiver left is Hutchinson. He's still tight. Harless comes in motion. Browning gonna roll.
Oh, we got something here. Nope.
Now he's gonna roll out of the pocket. He has room to run. The Dragons lose contain. Browning's got the first down, and more. He cuts back into 35.
There we go.
And he's gonna be brought down around the 30.
Number 10, Austin Browning.
Get up,
Browning
man.
gets up slow.
Get up.
By number 70, Zane Tucker.
First and 10 for the Panthers at the Dragon 29.
First down.
They got a flat tire.
Pickup of 20 for Browning on the quarterback scramble. And he goes down in the huddle. Browning looks to throw. No one was open. Good coverage by the Dragons, but they lose outside contain. Browning goes and picks up the first down, the pickup of 20. Now he's going to get up on his own, walk off gingerly. The Panthers got to have him in the game and got to have him playing maximum level. Looks like he's walking off, I mean, kind of gingerly, but
It's very aggravated.
not a happy camper. Struggled with this ankle injury multiple times throughout the season. Quarterback now is Donald Richendaler.
I need to doctor him up ASAP.
Clock ticking, minute 25 left in the first, ball at the 29. Harless goes in motion, the toss. Flag on the
False
play.
start.
Be a false start on the Panthers. Things that
False
hurt
start
you when you
against the
get a
Panthers.
quarterback change, the cadence changes. You know,
That sound.
one guy's downset hut may be a little quicker than another's. Voice changes, tone changes. Throw some guys off.
But if you're Richendaler, you've been here before. You came in the game late, or not really late, but you came in.
Richendaler started last year at quarterback. Browning played wing back. And honestly, Richendaler played a whale of a football game last year at quarterback. And now he's back there. This year it's a little different. There's rain coming down. You weren't prepared to play that position this week.
No.
And we're a minute, 10 seconds to play here in the first half. First down, 15 for the Panthers. Ball on 35. Richendaler under center, full house, double tight. They're going to fake it to Nida. Richendaler looks to throw. He looks deep to Tylen Hutchison, just out of his arms of what should have been a pass interference around the 10-yard line.
Incomplete.
Joel Lambiot, the defender, gets behind him. Or excuse me, Hutchison gets behind Lambiot. Lambiot kind of grabs hold of him there. Falls incomplete.
It's like the referee just turned his head on that one.
In the game now comes Thomas Sentz. Big Dakota Hess comes off. The Panthers can pick up around 10. It'll at least help get Brady Wilson field goal range. Trips left, a split right. Richendaler has a single back. It's Tyler Eddy. Richendaler rolls.
Oh, boy.
The heat is coming. He gets rid of it and wisely throws it out of bounds with heat coming from number 25, Caleb Mullins.
Pass ball's incomplete. Third down, 15.
Got a block.
3rd and 15 for the Panthers. Austin Browning back in. The Panthers going to go for it, looks like.
It's only third down, Jake.
Oh, Surprise. I forgot there was a penalty first play. Forgive me. 3rd down 15 for the Panthers.
You're forgiven.
It's 3rd down for the 2nd time in a row because I said it last play. Browning under center, wing back each way. The split in to the right.
Oh, might be onto something here.
And it's a counter. Harless looks for some room up the middle. He cuts back. Going to have the ball inside the 30.
Number 5, Cameron Harless.
Looks like Coach Andy Clark might let that clock tick down just a little bit to get the field goal kicker in. Timeout. Panthers with 36 seconds left. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. Panthers to the ball. Trips left, split right. Tyler Eddy to single back. Browning drops, looks to throw, looks one way.
Run.
Now he's going to get sacked. The ball comes loose. The ball is loose on the ground, picked up by a defensive lineman. Cameron Harless in hot pursuit. 25 seconds left. Harless tries to strip it loose, and now the Dragons are cooking with fuel. First down and goal, just like that.
Play recovered by the Dragons.
Man.
Browning with the fumble.
And it hurts when you got other people in different positions playing different new spots this week. People out with injuries.
First and goal for the Dragons. Ball at the Panther 6. And yeah, changing up personnel does throw some things off. This time Lambie out in the pistol. The deep back is Stitt. To his right is Brumfield. Lambie out's going to drop to throw. Now he's going to chooses to run. Searching for room. It dives in. Touchdown Dragons.
Number 8, Joe Lambiot in for the
Joel
Dragons
Lambiot
touchdown.
Rolls out. Looking for Riley Sowards in the back of the end zone.
And we're fine. Little ball game here.
Looks for Riley Sowards in the back of the end zone. Sees nothing. Looks to cut inside. The lane was clogged. Nothing was there, so he bounces outside and dives into the end zone. Dragons back on the scoreboard. Bruce on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, kick, up through the uprights with 12 seconds left. Dragons 24, Panthers 14. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3. Lambie out, rolled out of the pocket, looked for Sowers in the back of the end zone. Decided to pull it down, keep it himself, and got in. So with 12.7 seconds left, the Dragons on top 24-14. Harless fields the kickoff, reverses field, looks for room to run. He's up across the 50 with 6 seconds left.
Deep shot.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the return.
Harless with the
start from the
35-yard return. The Dragons take a timeout. So with 6 seconds left, we'll step aside. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the carry. Tackle made by number 24.
Dragons there were in a prevent defense. The Panthers elected to run it. Cameron Harless able to pick up 31 on the run, but that's going to end the half. Fairland Dragons 24, Chesapeake Panthers 14.
We will start first with Cassandra Rose Aliff. Cassandra is being escorted by her cousin Jessica Aliff, along with her sister Crystal Staley and niece and nephews Bentley, Bryson, and Sadie. Over her 4 years of high school, she's been a part of the student council, inducted into the National Honor Society and Beta Club, and completed a 2-year law and public safety academy. She has been a member of the Color Guard for 1 year.
She transferred her junior year to Chesapeake and believes it has made a huge impact on her life. After graduation, she plans to go to Eastern Kentucky University to major in forensic science. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cassandra Aliff. Our next senior tonight is Mr. Nathan Klein. Nathan is being escorted by his mother Jody and father Randy. Nathan has been in marching band for 2 years and concert band for 4. Nathan has attended OMEA state finals for 2 years. After high school, Nathan plans on attending Morehead State University, majoring in computer science with a minor in music. He also plans on marching drum corps in the summer. Nathan would like to give a personal thank you to Mr. Weisgarver and Evan White for being his inspiration and teaching him everything he knows. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nathan Klein. The next senior is Mr. Devin Forbush. Devin is being escorted by his father Jason Forbush and mother Kelly Forbush. He is a member of the Quiz Bowl team, National Honor Society and Beta Club, and is a first chair trombonist in the marching and concert band. Devin is also the eight-year incumbent president of the Ranch Hands 4-H Club. He also has served for 3 years as a Canner's Cave 4-H camp counselor and plans to serve a 4th. Devin plans to follow the path of speech pathology at The Ohio State University. Lastly, he hopes his fellow band members continue to do well and remember him by the following quote, "In the name of trombonism, trombones aren't wrong." Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Devin Forbush. The next senior this evening is Mr. Cody McDaniel. Cody's being escorted tonight by his mother and father, Damon and Lisa McDaniel. Cody has been in the marching band for 6 years, concert band for 7 years. He has attended all-county band for 4 years, all-district for 1. He has been in National Honor Society and Beta Club his junior and senior year, and he plans to further his education at the University of North Texas and study environmental science. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cody McDaniel. Next senior this evening is Miss Brianna Mullins. Brianna is being escorted by her mom, Lois, and brother, Jamie. Brianna has been in marching band for 5 years and concert band for 7. She has marched at state finals in all 5 years. Brianna plans on attending Ohio University to major in biochemistry. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brianna Mullins. The next senior this evening is Mr. Benjamin Oldacre. Ben is being escorted by his parents, Benjamin Ira Oldacre. Ben has been in marching band for 4 years and qualified for state for all of them, marching cymbals for 1 year and bass drum for 3. He has also been in concert band for 5 years. Ben enjoys playing music, drawing, and hanging out with friends. Ben wants to be an airline pilot after high school and plans to go to The Ohio State University for his bachelor's in aviation. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Benjamin Oldacre. The next senior this evening is Miss Desiree Webb. Escorting her this evening is her father, Richard Webb. Desiree has been in concert band for 7 years and marching band for 4. She's gone to state in all 4 years of marching band and got straight 1s her freshman year. She played trombone for 3 years and tuba for 4. She's also completed 80+ hours for National Honor Society and Beta Club. She is interested in art, music, and engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Desiree Webb. Our final senior this evening is Miss Morgan Weber. She is being escorted by her parents, Mindy and Scott Weber, and her sister, Lauren. Morgan has been in concert band for 7 years and marching band for 4 years. She has played synthesizer for 3 years and this year's current field commander. Morgan is a representative in student council, vice president of FCA, a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club, and is the 2018 Homecoming Queen. Morgan plans on continuing her education in college, majoring in media studies and minoring in film studies. Morgan would like to thank all of the members of the marching band for always being there for her, and she would like to give a shout out to all her friends for being awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Morgan Weber.
Now watch out if Harless or Richendahl or one of them Browning back there gets to hold that ball. Might be able to house it.
Might be able to take it the distance, that's for sure. On for the kickoff for the Dragons. Number 27, Alec Bruce, back deep for the Panthers. Austin Browning, Cameron Harless, Donald Richendahl. The approach and the kick.
Out of bounds.
Going to go straight out of bounds. The Panthers going to take over on their own 35. So you can see that the Dragons are definitely making it a point
to keep it
away from, Donald Richendahl or Austin Brown and Cameron Harless back there.
I mean, what's giving them 10, 15 yards, then a touchdown or starting at midfield?
Absolutely. And the ball is going to go where it went out of bounds since it was before the 35. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line, and the rain's still drizzling down here at Phil Davis Field. Panthers into the huddle to start the second half. Fairland Dragons 24, Chesapeake Panthers 14. Panthers to the ball quickly. A split left is Hutchison, a wing back each way. Offset fullback is Tyler Eddy. Harless comes in motion. It's a sweep. Harless looks to get the edge. He's brought down by Stitt and Lambiot after a pickup of 5 for Harless on his 13th carry of the night. Second down and 5 from the from their own 45-yard line.
From their own 45.
Panthers getting the call from the sideline.
And if you're Coach Andy Clark, getting 5 yards on first down, that sets you up pretty.
Taking care of the ball and keeping it away from the Dragons is great, but you've got to keep them out of the end zone, Austin.
Oh, for sure.
Same set, opposite way.
Counter.
It's a counter to Harless, back across the middle, and he's hit just across the line of scrimmage by number 23, Riley Kazee.
Number 5,
5'9", another young guy, freshman on the field.
Blaine Cremines, gain of 3, brings up a second.
Harless picks up 3.
Big Dakota Hess got him a pancake there. I don't know if you watched on that play.
4th down and 2.
Oh, a little blood on the elbow.
R.J. Ward comes in for Dylan Lunsford. He had some blood on his elbow. Trainer Matt Schneider down there getting him taped up. Of course, Lunsford's going to have to sit out this play. 3rd down and 2. Panthers to the ball quickly. Double tight set. Wing back each way. Fullback. And it's to Harless on the power pull.
Get up in there.
Harless cuts it back. He's across the
Holding that ball.
45. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
2 hands for safety, young fella.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the carry.
11-yard pickup for Harless. 1st and 10. Panthers in Dragon territory. Ball at the 41-yard line. 10:39 left to play here in the 3rd quarter from Phil Davis Field. Fairland Dragons 24, Chesapeake Panthers 14. Panthers to the ball quick. They've got an unbalanced line right and a split end right. Richendahl goes in sweep motion. They're going to give it to him. He cuts it back, looking for room. The spin move. He's going to be up across the 45.
Number 14, Donald.
Pickup of 6 for Richendahl.
I mean, to get hit behind the line of scrimmage and then pick up 6, pretty good effort.
Donald's pretty quick, but when he has the football in his hands behind the line of scrimmage, he's got those short, choppy steps that give him the advantage of if he gets hit, he has a good, stable base underneath of him.
Solid athlete.
Panthers back to the ball. Split in left, tight in right. Harless comes in motion. It's a sweep.
Oh,
looks for the edge. He cuts it back. Going to be run out of bounds at about the 31. That should be enough for a first down.
Got lucky there, Jake.
Looking for a flag.
Hutchison walking them back. But, hey, I didn't see anything.
First down, Panthers.
We'll take it.
Pick up a 4 for Harless. And that's his 16th carry of the night.
Can you go down low? All the way to the floor?
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Ball at the Dragon 30. Panthers to the line. Harless again on the power pull. He cuts it back, lunges across the 25-yard line.
What?
Personal foul against the Panthers.
It's like an injured Dragon on the field. And there's the personal foul I was talking about in the first half. Harless was able to pick up 7 on the carry. That's going to be negated by the personal foul penalty by the Panthers. Injured player on the field for the Dragons is number 70, Zane Tucker, 6'2", 220-pound freshman, another underclassman. And he's going to need a lot of help getting off the field. His left leg up in the air.
You touched on that too, Jake. They got a lot of young athletes.
Full of youngsters, Dragons are.
They definitely have a bright future with that A team coming up.
They've got a solid A team.
They're solid.
But other kids will mature too.
Oh,
Some
for
of
sure.
those kids will fall to the wayside. Some of them will keep going. It's going to be second down and 19 for the Panthers. Ball at the Dragon 39 after the personal foul, negated a 7-yard pickup. Got to keep it clean. Can't shoot yourself in the foot with silly penalties. Panthers to the ball. Unbalanced line right, split right. Richendaler takes the handoff. He cuts it back. He's up across the 35 to about the 33. Pickup of 6 for Richendaler.
14, Donald Richendaler on the carry. Tackle made by number 66, Jacob Rankin. Gain of 6. Brings up a third down, 13 for the Panthers.
3rd and 13 from the Panthers. Ball at the Fairland Dragon 33. Panthers to the ball quickly. Tight end each way. Harless comes in motion. It's power pull. He's going to be brought down at the 30. Pickup of 3 for Harless.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the carry. Gain of 4. Brings up a 4th down, 9 for the Panthers.
See what the Panthers decide to do here. 4th and 9. Into the huddle they go. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a hard count here.
Hard count for sure.
Unbalanced line right, a split right, wing back each way off balance. Fullback. They're going to run the sweet toss again. This time it should have been completed. Donald Richendaler hits Tylen Hutchison right in the hands. The ball's a little bit wet. Ball's incomplete. It hits Tylen Hutchison in the hands. Pops up just a little bit, but still catchable again for the junior wideout. You see him run the post corner route. It hits him in the hands, pops up. He had a chance to grab it again, but Joel Lambiot's able to get in there and knock it away. First down, Dragons.
And you got to have that one.
Ball at their own 29-yard line. Lambiot in the gun. Twin receivers each way. Stitz alone back to his left.
An invert whistle.
Chain crew over there still trying to get set.
Mr. Nate Smith over there.
Lambiot, the screen to the left to Stitt. Stitt looking to run. He's hit, keeps his footing. He's across the 35. Richendaler in pursuit. He cuts it back. Stitt's across the 50, and he's got some wheels. Cameron Harless in hot pursuit. The ball comes loose. And the Panthers going to dive on it in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Oh, what a lucky break. The Chesapeake Panthers, what a lucky break. The Panthers going to take over what should be a touchback.
Has to be. What else could it be? Safety?
It is a touchback. Stitt breaks away initially with some speed. Cameron Harless runs him down from behind. The ball comes loose. Logan Walsh gets on it in the Dragon end zone. The Panthers going to take over, and they've got to do something, Austin, with the football this time. 7:30 left to play in the third quarter.
Do you count those rushing yards for that, or what is that?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's a 64-yard, about a 61-yard pickup for Stitt. And
But then you lose the ball.
ball
young
comes
fella.
loose. Panthers to the ball quickly. Unbalanced sign left, in split left. Harless comes in motion. The ball's loose. Harless
shoot.
picks it up, and he's going to be brought down. Going to be a loss of 3 for Harless.
Harless on the carry. Loss of 5.
That steady
Also
rain
3.
coming down really starting to have effect on some
Brings
folks.
up a second down, 13
Second down,
for the
13
Panthers.
for the Panthers. Got to get to the 30 for a first down.
They got to catch some wind right here. Get fired up.
7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Battle for the Joe Smith helmet. Unbalanced. Fullback is offset to the right. Richendaler on the sweep, looking for the edge. Cuts
Good
it back.
seal.
He has
Good
room
seal.
to run. Cuts it back. Richendaler with the first down and a little bit more. The
Number 14,
shoestring
Donald
tackle
Richendaler
by
on the
Joel
carry.
Lambiot.
First down, Panthers.
Pickup of 18 for Richendaler.
Good seal on the edge by Tylen Hutchison, Dakota Hess. Way to block over there.
Which was a sweep initially for Richendaler, and he cut it back, made the man miss. And Coach Andy Clark preaches that back against the grain, and he found some green in front of him and picks up 18. Panthers 1st and 10 at their own 35. Harless in motion, the power pull toss. Up the middle of the field goes Harless. Pickup of 5. Brought down by a handful of Dragons.
On the carry, tackle made by number 66.
It's big
Jacob
66, Jacob
Rankin.
Rankin.
5 for the Panthers. Brings up a second
6
down,
foot,
5 from their
290
own
pounds
40.
senior.
It's a big boy. The Panthers here, you have to score.
We're under 6 to play here in the third quarter. Fairland Dragons 24, Chesapeake Panthers 14. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers on their own 40. Hutchison split right. Browning under center. Richendaler goes in motion, and he keeps it outside. Looks to turn the corner. Brought down. Good tackle by number 11,
Number
Robbie
14,
McFarland,
Richendaler
the senior.
on the carry,
Pickup
tackle
of
made by
1
number
for
11,
Richendaler.
Robbie McFarland.
Richendaler looks to be shaken up. Like a little shot to the shin there.
Richendaler hobbling back into the huddle.
Third down, 4.
Richendaler's going to jog off. Going into the other running back spots, Carson Nida. Hit the rev limiter there.
Yeah.
Split left is Hutchison, Browning under center, off balance fullback. And it's the counter to Nida up the middle. He has some room to run. Nida's across the 45 and going to have enough for a first down.
Hit a full
Up to the Dragon 48 and another shoestring tackle.
Full head of steam.
Wow, Carson Nida hitting the hole hard.
First down, 10.
Picks up 4. That's his first carry of the night, Austin.
It was a hard 4. Very solid game.
Yeah. Panthers have Richendaler with 12 carries and Harless with 20. This time it's to Harless. He cuts it back across the grain. Pickup of 5 on the first down carry. On my stat sheet, I've got room for 16 carries. Already run out of those for Cameron Harless, and he's making his way down the makeshift second line I've made for him.
From the Dragon 47-yard line.
4:10 left to play in the third. Fairland Dragons still 24, Chesapeake Panthers 14. Panthers 2nd and 5 on the Dragon 47-yard line. Panthers to the ball. Full house backfield, wing back each way. Dragons in a 4-man front. Richendoller's the running back. He takes the toss. He's up across the 45.
Number 14, Donald Ritzendaller on the
And if you're
carry,
Joe
tackled by
Lambiot back there,
number
you're
2,
staying with
J.D.
Hutchinson every
Brumfield.
time he comes across the field.
Joel Lambiot has done a good job, you know,
Third down,
getting out
2
there.
for the
The one
Panthers.
time Hutchinson had a chance to make the catch, it went up in the air. Hutchinson went to grab it again, and Lambiot was there to knock it away. 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers. 3:24 left to play in the 3rd. Harless, the running back, takes it. He cuts it back. He has some room to run it back across the green to 30.
See ya.
20, 15, 10, 5. Nobody touches him. No flags. Touchdown. Cameron Harless from 44 yards out.
That's what you needed right there. You needed to run some time off the clock, get a score.
And you know, Austin, the Panthers run that power play and run that power play. Eventually, it's just going to break loose, and it
it's
does for Cameron Harless.
Bound to happen.
You know, he found the seam and hit it hard right at the middle of the field. Found the end zone. Brady Wilson on for the extra point. Hutchinson the holder. Bad snap.
Oh boy.
Rolls
Oh, boy.
through. The kicker comes up with it. And he's a tough one to bring down, too. Finally brought down.
Extra
Stand
point
his
is
ground.
Dragons
Yeah,
with
Blaine
3:14
Cremines.
left in
That'll be the
third
end of the,
quarter.
excuse me,
Dragons 24,
with the
Panthers
missed extra
20.
point. Dragons 24, Panthers 20. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cat Sports 93.4. And welcome back in to Phil Davis Field. Chesapeake Panthers 20, Fairland Dragons 24. Ensuing kickoff after the 44-yard touchdown run by Cameron Harless. And the Panthers are going to kick it out of the surprise. Hunt's going to field it at the 10. Full head of steam for Gavin Hunt. He finds a seam, and then
Get the
he's
ball.
brought down by Donald Richendollar.
Number 7, Gavin Hunt on the return. Tackle made by number
And I talked
3,
about
Carson Knight.
maybe kicking it out of that surprise, and they
Dragons
did
start
there.
From their own 40-yard line, 1st down 10. Ironton Tigers 21, Portsmouth Trojans 14.
Hey.
1st down and 10 for the Dragons. Ball on their own 40, and the Panther defense needs a big stand. 3:05 left in the 3rd. Fairland Dragons 24, Chesapeake Panthers 20. Lambiot in the gun. He's got a bunch of running backs with him. This time it's Brumfield's the first back
Good job,
through.
Dylan.
Dylan Lunsford playing the middle linebacker spot well, able to scrape
Number
and
2,
get
J.D.
upfield, and
Brumfield
brings
on the carry.
Brumfield
Tackle made
down
by number
for a
51,
pickup of
Dylan
2.
Lunsford, gain of 2.
Good
brings up
play by
a
the senior
2nd down and
linebacker.
8 for the Dragons.
Lambiot this time has Stitt to his right in the gun. A trips right, a split left. Both of his favorite receivers, Hunt and Sowers, both on the right-hand side. Lambiot drops to slant to Sowers. Sowers makes a man miss in the middle of the field. Breaks one tackle, and he's down at the Panther 45-yard line.
Pass complete to number 10, Riley
Pretty
Sowers.
solid,
Tackle made
well-ran
by
route
number
there, and
51,
good
Dylan
catch.
Pick up a
Lunsford.
15 for
Number
Sowers.
2,
Make the
Logan
first guy
Walsh.
miss.
1st down, Dragons.
Pitch and catch from Joel Lambiot to Riley Sowers. Gains 15, 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Ball on the Panther 45. 2 receivers each way. Lambiot in the gun. Stitt's the single back. Lambiot takes a snap.
Screen.
It's going to be a middle screen. Stitt's out here,
Oh.
and the Panthers have people out here to cover him. Stitt does a good job staying on his feet. Big Dakota Hess and Logan Walsh both out here, and both of them
Pass complete to number 14,
whiff.
Zeke Rader.
They got to make the tackle.
I mean, get extra effort by
Gain of 8
Stitt
for the
there.
Dragons.
My
Oh, and then he
goodness.
gets hit, spun around, leaves his feet and lands, and he's able to pick up 8 yards on the carry. 2nd and 2 for the Dragons. Ball at the Panther 37. Minute 35 left in the 3rd. Lambiot, a single back beside of him to his left. A trips left, a split right. Lambiot takes the snap, and he's going to roll to his left. Luke Shields trying to get outside contain. A good pickup block by Stitt. Lambiot covers it up and lunges forward. Going to be brought down at the Panther 32. Pickup of 10. They got an injured Panther
Joe Lambiot
down.
on the carry. Tackle made by number 10, Austin Browning.
And that's Austin
1st down,
Browning.
Dragons.
Finally gets up, makes his way into the huddle. Into the game's Max Allen. J.T. Henry coming off for the Panthers. Both interior linemen. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Ball at the Panther 32. Minute 15, clock rolling here in the third. Fairland Dragons 24, Chesapeake Panthers 20. Jacob Wells along with Austin Carpenter bringing you tonight's rivalry matchup. Trips right, a split left for Lambiot. He's got a single back to his left in Stitt. Takes the snap, and he's going to keep it up the middle of the field. Here comes Dylan Lunsford, misses the tackle. In pursuit come the Panthers.
Man.
Carson Nida this time misses it also. Finally ran out of bounds. Panthers struggling to make the tackles in the backfield.
They got to make that. Dylan Lunsford has to make that tackle right there.
Your angle's got to be a little bit better. You got to aim for the front hip, not the back hip. Gain of 5 for Lambiot. 2nd 5, ball at the 22 of the Panthers. Under a minute to play, 54 seconds here in the third. Lambiot, twin receivers each way, a single back beside of him. He drops the throw.
Oh.
This time it's a screen pass. Luke Shields nearly comes up with it, and a good open field tackle by Tylen Hutchison. Loss of 2 on the reception for Hunt. Hutchison getting up slow. Looks like he took it almost like a knee to the helmet from a lineman.
Tackle made by number 12, Tylen Hutchison.
Hutchison's able to get up on his own and walk off. Definitely took a shot to the head. Of course, anytime there's a shot to the head, the officials got to make sure the player gets out and gets checked out by the medical staff. 40 seconds left in the third. Fairland Dragons driving inside the Panther 25. Ball at the 24. 3rd down and 7. Clock now winding after the injury. Dragons to the ball. 30 seconds left in the third. Running back on each side of Lambiot and a fullback in front of him is number 23, Riley Kazee. They're going to fake it. They're running a double option.
Oh, my.
Browning misses the tackle. Somehow Lambiot gets it out of his hands into Riley Stitt, and that could have been big trouble. Cameron Harless closes quick and brings Stitt down at the line of scrimmage. And if Cameron Harless is a split second quicker, that ball's on the turf. That'll be the end of the third. 4th down and 8 for the Dragons coming back for 4th quarter action. The fours are in the air.
Dragons 24.
Fairland Dragons 24, Chesapeake Panthers 20. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. And welcome back in. 4th quarter action. Battle for the Joe Smith helmet. 4th down and 8 for the Dragons. Fairland Dragons 24, Chesapeake Panthers 20.
Stay at home.
Lambiot in the gun. Trips right, a split left. In motion comes Zeke Ramey. Now he's going to curl upfield. Lambiot looking for somebody in the flats. Lambiot's going to tuck it and run with it. He's going to be tackled and going to be short of the 1st down. The Panthers going to take over on their own 20-yard line.
Turnover on downs. Panther ball. 1st down.
And that's a turnover on downs, the first one of the night for the Dragons. And no time better than the present. 11:51 left in the 4th. The Dragons drive sputters out as Joel Lambiot couldn't find anybody. He tucked it, ran it downfield, brought down by Austin Browning. The coverage by the Panthers there, great. The backside pressure by Luke Shields. Browning comes up, hits him initially. Down he went. Panthers going to take over.
All the way to the floor. How low can you go?
What a play, Austin.
What a play.
Gotta
Good
have it,
stop.
gotta come up with it.
Came up field, made the tackle.
Panthers to the ball quick. Tight end each way. Harless in motion, the toss to him. Looking for room to run, cuts back. Pick up a 5 for Harless, his 23rd carry of the night.
I'm about to ask you how many carries has the young fella
It's a
got.
workhorse.
By number 62, Blaine Cremines, gain of 5 for the Panthers. Brings up a 2nd down.
At this
5
point,
from
Harless
their
is
own
well over
25.
200 yards rushing. To go along with 2 touchdowns on the ground. Under 11:30 here in the final quarter of this rivalry matchup in the Ohio Valley Conference. Chesapeake Panthers against the Fairland Dragons. Got an unbalanced line left, a split left, and Hutchison, the fullback's offset. They're going to give it to Harless again. Up the field he goes. Going to be a pickup of 1 for Harless.
Harless on the carry, gain of 2. Gain of 1. Brings up a 3rd down 4 for the Panthers.
And I'm sure the Fairland Dragons coaching staff is telling that backside to stay home and watch Browning because
And the counter, too.
Yes. Counter right back to you.
A little boot run, a little counter.
That pass, too. Out of the backfield.
Tell you, Joel Lambias ready for a pass and safety for the Dragons.
Oh, son.
Panthers with the ball quick, tight end each way. This time it's Browning, the running back. He takes it, cuts it back. He's still fighting. He's going to be close to the 30-yard line. He's going to be 1 yard short.
Number 14.
I turn the wheels. Back to the line.
He is 1 yard short. Needed 4. He picked up 3.
Brings up a 4th down 1.
I'll just run it. No hard count. Get up there and just run.
Offense is going to stay in. Wouldn't be surprised we see a little bit of a hard count here by the Panthers.
I wouldn't even do it. I'll just quarterback sneak it.
But no, I said don't be surprised.
Oh, okay.
Panthers to the ball quickly, tight end each way. It is a hard count. Panthers reset, and they're going to run it. The toss to Harless. He's across. He's got the first down. He needed 1. He got 2. First down Panthers on Harless' 25th carry. Be 1st and 10 for the Chesapeake Panthers. Ball on their own 32-yard line. Panther offensive line getting to the ball quickly. Offset fullback toward the right. Browning's going to take the snap. It's a naked boot. He's going to keep it. Going to pick up about 2 is Browning.
Interesting.
Number 10, Austin Browning on the carry.
Maybe 3. They're going to give him 3 on the carry.
Tackle made by number 14.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. You just missed it.
On who?
Panthers.
On who?
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers.
I don't know. I don't know if someone said something, but the Mr. Official just threw the flag straight up in the air and right back down.
Which one threw it?
That, right there.
White hat?
No, line middle.
Line judge.
Middle line. And yeah.
So a pickup of 3 negated by a 15-yard penalty. 2nd down and 22 for the Panthers on the Dragon 20.
Mr. Official.
Man, oh man. Panthers to the ball. Hutchison split right. Richendaler in motion, looking for the
Good
sweep. He
block.
cuts it back. He has room to run. He cuts back.
Go
He's
Richendaler.
across the 40.
Go Richendaler.
Richendaler's across midfield. In hot pursuit is Robbie McFarland. And McFarland diving effort. Nothing doing for McFarland. Donald Richendaler from 80 yards out. Touchdown Panthers.
Boy.
And they're in the end zone again as Chesapeake.
And you notice on that play, they had their splits were wider. They're going right outside.
Austin, he looks for the outside and cuts it back against the grain. Just what, Coach Clark and before him, Coach Phil Davis, it's what they're looking for.
That's what you do.
And he finds the end zone. The Panthers going to go for 2. With an extra point, you're up 3. What do you do?
Bad snap, though.
It's true. And you're getting 3 yards a pop.
I'd go ahead and just get
Harless
in there.
is churning.
Short.
And he's going to be short on the carry.
That's fine. You're up.
Extra point is no good with 8:53 left in the 4th quarter.
Panthers take their first lead of the night.
24.
With 8:53 left, we'll step aside. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. The ensuing kickoff. Panthers on the field, Dragons on the field. Back deep for the for the Dragons is Gavin Hunt. Brady Wilson with the approach, fakes the kick. Panthers going to fan out. Dragons do too.
I'm not kicking it to Stitt or
Now back
Hunt.
deep with Hunt. Michael Stitt slides back there.
I'm not doing that.
8:33 left in the 4th.
Good.
And a squib kick hits number 21, Tevin Taylor, another freshman, hard right in the shoulder pads, and he fields it at their own 48-yard line. In good starting position for the Dragons with 8:51 left in the contest. Chesapeake Panthers 26, Fairland Dragons 24.
That's their best starting position of the night, starting on their 8th drive of the evening. And they're looking to score.
We've got an exciting finish coming. Lambie out in the gun. Going to give it to Stitt. Stitt's the running back through. Big Dakota Hess with the DDT right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 3, Michael Stitt on the carry. Tackle made by.
Going to bring up second down and 10 for the Dragons.
DDT. I like that.
Lambiot going to be in the gun. Split to his left. Brennan West, he's got trips to his right. Stitt the single back to his right. 2nd and 10 from their own 48. Lambiot takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Panthers don't have anybody out there to contain him. Lambiot's going to tuck it and run. And that is Austin Browning out there, wrapping him up. Lambiot's going to pick up 6 on the quarterback scramble. 3rd down and 4 for the Dragons. Ball on the Panther 46-yard line. 7:50 to play in the contest at Field Davis Field. Battle for the Joe Smith helmet. Chesapeake Panthers 26, Fairland Dragons 24. Jacob Wells along with Austin Carpenter bringing you tonight's action. Lambiot back in the gun for the Dragons. Twins each way. Stitt the single back. Lambiot takes a snap and he drops. Looks out here to his left. Austin Browning had the pick 6 and the ball goes right through his hands. Great coverage by the senior linebacker safety hybrid type defender. And he had it. And he tried to catch it with his chest instead of his hands. And
Coach Nip
out
there
didn't work out for him.
At the numbers, giving him some encouragement.
St. Mary's Medical Replay on Facebook, you'll see Browning tries to scoop underneath of it instead of turning his hands upside down and catching it.
This is huge.
The Dragons going for 4th and 4. Lambiot's got a trips left, a split right. Stitt the single back to his right.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Lambiot Panthers trying to keep Lambiot in the pocket. Here comes Luke Shields with a shot on him, and the ball falls incomplete. Lambiot has Riley Sowards wide open at the 15-yard line, and Sowards has to go up at the top of his jump to catch it, and it's incomplete. The Panthers catch a lucky break. Luke Shields with some heat, the Scholar Athlete of the Week, and it falls incomplete. Chesapeake Panthers are going to take over in great field position in Austin now. You've got to hold on to the football and finish it out.
Eat up that whole 40 seconds, that play clock, and ride it home.
Panthers in the huddle. Panthers to the ball. Unbalanced line right. Fullbacks offset, a split end right. Richendaler comes in motion. He cuts it back against the grain. He falls forward for a pickup of 3 as Richendaler. I'm getting cold chills, and I know how it feels to be Fairland, and it's a great feeling. The Chesapeake Panthers are 7 minutes, 10 seconds away. All they've got to do is take care of the football. 7 minutes left.
Brings up a 2nd down, 7.
2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Ball on their own 49-yard line. Same set. Unbalanced line. Split in right. Fullbacks offset. Counter back to the middle is Harless. Harless back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, you see Big Dakota Hess coming from that backside. Didn't touch his soul right there.
Well,
you got to pick up that.
You do. You got to pick up
at least somebody.
Got to pick somebody up. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 now. The Panthers really need a 1st down to keep the clock moving and keep the ball in the Dragons' potent offense. Panthers to the ball. In split right. Offset fullback right. Richendaler comes on the sweep. He's looking for the outside. He cuts it back. He has some room to run. He cuts it back again. Richendaler's up the middle of the field. He needs 7, and he's going to have a lot more than that.
First down, Jacob.
15-yard pickup by the sophomore. Austin, and that's Richendaler's his 16th carry of the night.
Richendaler
with the vision on the sweep. He's looking for the edge, doesn't have it, cuts it back again at the 45. He's able to get it up into the Dragon 35-yard line.
And you mentioned those short, choppy steps that he has.
He's got good control of his feet. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Dragon 35. Harless on the power pull. Harless up the middle. Going to pick up 4 for Harless on his 28th carry of the night. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Clock still ticking. 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers at the Dragon 31.
Just 5 minutes, fellas. 5 minutes.
Got an official timeout for a loose shoestring.
Momentum killer. Man, now it's all like just even.
And this is right here is exactly why I love covering high school football for games just like this.
Yes, sir.
Panthers back in the huddle to the ball quick. And a split in right. Richendaler comes in motion. Browning reverses behind him, looking for a place to run. There's a flag on the field, and Browning's going to end up finding the end zone or close to it. And it is a touchdown, but there's a flag out here on the 35-yard line. Browning looking for the quarterback sweep as he rolled out from the quarterback spot to follow Donald Richendaler.
Man,
there wasn't nothing there. He reversed field. Found the end zone from 35 out, but there is a laundry on the field. It's a holding on the Panthers, a spot foul. Coach Andy Clark isn't looking for any explanations, so he agrees. Big score from Tanks Memorial Stadium in the 2nd longest rivalry game in Ohio high school football history. Ironton Tigers against the Portsmouth Trojans at Tanks Memorial Stadium. Sees the score at Ironton 28, Portsmouth Trojans 28. And
get you some of
goodness
that.
Gracious, what a game. With the win, Portsmouth has a legitimate shot at getting into the playoffs. 2nd down and 20 for the Panthers. Ball at the Dragon 45. Harless goes in motion. It's a sweep. He's got a little bit of a room. He's going to be up to the 40 and across it to the Dragon 38-yard line.
On the carry, tackle made by number 3, Michael Stitt.
Pickup of 7 for Harless, his 29th carry of the night. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
3rd down, 14.
Battle the Joe Smith helmet. 3rd down and 14 for the Panthers. Ball is at the Dragon 39-yard line. Panthers to the ball. The handoff is to Richendaler. Richendaler makes a man miss. He's stumbling. He gets up close to the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to be 2 yards short. A shoestring tackle
by number 8, Joel
Lambiot. Pickup of 11 for Richendaler. Second down and 2.
4th down.
4th down. 3:35 left. Ball on the Fairland Dragon 27. Panthers with the ball quick. Double tight set. Harless in motion. They give it to him on the power pull. He falls forward. He's going to be close. Going to be real close to the 1st down marker. It looks like he's going to be short.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the carry.
With 3:18 to play. Turnover on downs.
Man. That's huge.
Dragons going to take over on their own 26.
You give them 3 minutes. They've scored twice with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is the deepest they've started their drive to, Jake.
Dragons, Lambiot in the gun. Trips right, a split left. Stitt the single back. 3:18 left. Chesapeake Panthers 26, Dragons 24. Lambiot takes the snap. Middle screen for Riley Sowards. He's hit initially,
Oh, boy.
and he's off to the races. Here comes Donald Richendaler in, closing it up. pickup of 15. Lambiot to Sowards. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. And just like that, they're out to the 40-yard line from the 26. There's a 15-yard pickup on the pitch and catch from Lambiot to Sowards. Under 3 to play. Trips left, a split right, Stitt the single back. Panthers with a 4-man front. Not showing any rush. Lambiot takes the snap. He throws the bubble screen out here to Gavin Hunt. And Hunt closed in quick after a pickup of 2 by Cameron Harless and Austin Browning. 2:40 to play. Clock still moving. Fairland Dragons ball on their own 43-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Man, what a game, Jake. What a game.
Twin receivers each way for Lambiot. He's got a running back to his left in Stitt. Tyler Eddy was shown blitz and backed out. Another middle screen for Riley Sowards. The ball comes loose. The Panthers going to have a shot at getting in the Dragons.
They got it.
Got a lucky break. Riley Sowards would have been brought down close to the sticks. The fumble rolls just in front of the first down marker.
Man.
First down.
And that's going to be a first down. So it'll be an 8-yard reception for Sowards.
Come on, boys.
Clock back rolling, 2:10 left. Same set. Single back to the right is Stitt, and they're going to give it to him. Stitt has room to run. He's up and across the 40, tripped up at about the 35-yard line with 2 minutes even left on the clock.
On the carry. First down, Dragons.
Dragons back to the ball already. No huddle offense. Official timeout for a shoe tie. Clock rolling, under 2 minutes to play. Lambiot has twins each way. Stitt the single back to his right.
I'll give it to him again.
And they give it to Stitt again. He's across the 30. Browning brings him down along with Dylan Lunsford to the 25-yard line. Pick up a 10. Another first down for the Dragons. Their offense is clicking right now like a well-oiled machine, Austin. Minute 45 left in the 4th.
I wouldn't even worry about passing the ball if you can do that every time.
Sticks aren't even set, and the Dragons are back to the ball. Same set. Again to Stitt. This time hit initially by Big Dakota Hess. Stitt's going to have it all the way down to pick up a 15 to the Panther 10-yard line.
Michael Stitt on the carry, tackle made by number 51, Dylan Lunsford.
Got an injured, a cramping Panther down at the 10-yard line. Minute 33 left in the contest.
Stitt has 50 yards and 3 rushes.
The Panthers are definitely looking and respecting the pass of the Dragons. Got to do a better job of getting up into the box and making a tackle. The Panther that was down with the cramp
Richendaler?
be Donald Richendaler, which he's done a lot more running tonight than he's done all year.
Yeah.
With 17 carries. Both teams made their way over to the sideline, get some water for their injury timeout.
This is huge right here, Jake.
Clock's winding. Dragons still standing on the sideline. Of course, the clock right now in their favor. Ball at the 11-yard line.
We'll take it. We're going to either burn a timeout here or
their team's going to run to the line from there.
Penalty, hopefully.
Back judge puts his hand up.
You better get
Not
something.
yet. He still hadn't put it up yet. Twin receivers each way. They're going to give it to Stitt again. Stitt's hit at the line of scrimmage, brought down after a pickup of 3. Dylan Lunsford grabs him down.
Suplex.
We're under a minute to play now, and the Dragons are in field goal territory here.
Oh, son. I forgot
Pickup
about
of
that.
3 for Stitt. 2nd and 7 for the Dragons. Got to get to the 1 for 1st and goal. Lambiot has the twins each way. They give it to Stitt. Lambiot fakes it to Stitt. He's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. Lambiot's going to be ran out of bounds. The clock stops.
Number 8, Joe Lambiot on the carry.
36 seconds left in the contest. Lambiot ran out of bounds at the 2. Got to get to the 1 for a 1st and goal. It's 3rd down and 1 for the Dragons.
You got to stop him right here.
3rd down 1 at the 2-yard line.
Dragons going to take a timeout. We'll step aside with 36 seconds left. You're listening to Cat Sports on 93.3 and 1340. Lambiot with the handoff from 2 yards out. Michael Stitt caps off a great drive and finds the end zone. The Dragons take the lead with 33 seconds left. And an extra point coming for Fairland. And what a football game this has been.
Do you still have 3 timeouts?
I do believe, yes, the Panthers do have 3 timeouts left with 33 seconds left. The Dragons going to go for 2 here. Lambiot has 2 receivers each way. Stitt the single back to his left. He takes it. He bobbles the snap. Now looks to throw the back of the end zone. Goes through the hands of Riley Sowards, and no good. Chesapeake Panthers now trail the Fairland Dragons 30-26 with 33 seconds left. On to kick off for the Dragons. Freshman, number 27, Alec Bruce. Back deep for the Panthers. Austin Browning, Cameron Harless, Donald Richendaler. These guys in the front 2 lines for the Panthers got to be ready to field the football also. You just never know.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
The kick fielded at the 40. It was a squib kick and fielded by the Panthers, number 53, Alec Dement, at their own 42-yard line. And the Panthers, not bad field position with 31.6 seconds left.
Man. Jake, you mentioned earlier something that they may have their sleeves up here. You think that comes out right now?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Panthers to the ball quickly.
Richendaler, this side. Nope.
They give it to Harless on the sweep. Harless looking for the edge. He cuts in, then bounces it outside. Going to be a pickup of around 5 as he steps out of bounds. 26 seconds left.
Number 5, Cameron Harless on the carry.
Oh, boy.
30th carry for Cameron Harless.
Pushed out of bounds by number 8, Joel Lambiot.
Pickup of 4.
Gain of 4, 2nd down, 6 for the Panthers.
26 seconds left. Second and 6 for the Chesapeake Panthers. Ball on their own 46 to the line quickly. 26 seconds left. Fairland Dragons 30, Chesapeake Panthers 24.
Richendaler.
Donald Richendaler comes in motion. The ball is bobbled and picked up by the quarterback, Austin Browning, and he's going to have to run out of bounds. There is a flag, a holding on the Chesapeake Panthers.
It's holding against the Panthers.
And you can hear the Fairland Dragon faithful from across the way getting pretty excited here after the 10-yard penalty spot foul. And that's the 8th penalty on the Panthers tonight. And you can't have that in games like this. Melvin Cunningham wants a timeout for the Fairland Dragons. We are going to stay with you as both teams make their way to their respective sidelines. The score, Fairland Dragons 30, Chesapeake Panthers 26, 19.6 seconds left in the contest. And Austin, we've touched on it multiple times. There's so much riding on this game, especially for the Dragons. The Dragons win, and they're more than likely, actually they are in the playoffs.
Yep.
Division 4.
I think they're at the 7th seed right now.
Region 19, they should stay at the 7th seed.
Okay.
The 2 seed in that region will probably end up being Gallipolis, an Ohio Valley Conference foe. that beat Fairland earlier in the season by 20-plus points. But Fairland has really had some games where they've played well since then.
Definitely matured.
You know, they've got a really good quarterback in Lambiot and some really good speedsters with Sowers.
Stitt has really surprised me
Sowers,
this evening.
Hunt, and Stitt's really played really well from that running back spot. Fairland Dragon fans really loud right now. Panthers to the ball, 19.6 seconds left. Second down and 18. Browning rolls to throw. He looks deep for Cameron Harless, and it's intercepted.
Out of bounds.
That should be out of bounds. You're right. But that's going to be intercepted by number 11, Robbie McFarland. Panthers still have 3 timeouts. Timeout, Fairland Dragons. We'll stay with you again. St. Mary's Medical Center instant replay on Facebook. We'll see if this is a real interception. Robbie McFarland goes up for it in slow motion, and his feet do touch inbounds. So the interception, nice call by the side judge over here. The Fairland Dragons getting pretty excited. It's going to be their ball on their own 56-yard line. And I'm sure that's not the way that these seniors for Chesapeake, especially quarterback Austin Browning, want to go out with an interception.
You can see that emotion down there.
Absolutely.
You got 3 timeouts. I mean,
Still 3 timeouts.
I've seen worse or stranger
yeah,
things.
Yeah. It's raining. It's cold.
Yeah.
Halloween's around the corner. It's October.
You ain't
And,
kidding.
you know, no surprise here. You know, kind of play somebody else you think maybe they're going to come out and take a knee. Let's see what the Dragons do. They look like they're in a victory formation, but in the shotgun. Well, I bet Joel Lambiot takes a snap and tries to run around for a few seconds. Nope, he takes the knee immediately. Chesapeake takes the timeout.
Nope.
That's the end of the contest.
Andy Clark's going to elect not to use the timeouts.
Chesapeake Panthers 26.
And that'll be the end of the contest. Chesapeake falls to the Fairland Dragons. 30-26. Michael Stitt, the running back, played an extremely well game, especially the final drive. He takes the zone read in from 3 yards out, and that did it for the Chesapeake Panthers. Stitt played extremely well, especially on the last drive. Joel Lambiot, the quarterback for the Dragons, had a great game too, along with his receivers. Again, it was a really good game. It's what you expect in a Chesapeake Fairland game. Obviously not the outcome the Panthers want, but a really good game to sit up here and watch and call, Austin. And the Dragons for the night played pretty well offensively.
Joe Lambiot in the second half was 6 for 6, 47 yards. Overall on the night, 11 for 15, 103 yards passing, 45 rushing. His partner in crime, Stitt, had 130 rushing. Number 2, J.D. Brunfield, 87 rushing. Number 7, Hunt, 13 total on the night. In the second half, they had a total of 262 yards on the night. They had 507 total offense.
507 yards. That's a lot of yards. Panther defense gave up a lot there. Flip the script. Panthers win a total yard battle, though. Chesapeake with 562 total yards. This game went for a combined over 1,000 yards. And to think that the score was only 30-26 with over 1,000 yards of offense gained. Both defensive, both of them bent pretty far, but neither one of them broke completely. Just some breaks here and there for each team.
You get that fourth down there, Panthers.
Yep. Well, Austin Browning also took in almost a 30-yard run and got called back because of a hold. The Panthers, 8 penalties on the night for 80 yards, and that was really the Achilles heel. That's what lost them the game. Penalties. The Panthers on the night, 562 total yards. Austin Browning goes 4 rushes, 82 yards. Donald Richendaler, 17 carries, 164 yards and a touchdown. Cameron Harless, a workhorse tonight for the Chesapeake Panthers. 30 carries, 314 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Austin Browning 1 for 3 through the air, a 2-yard touchdown score to Tylen Hutchison for the 4th touchdown for the Panthers. Brady Wilson 2 of 3 on the night for point after attempts. And that's going to wrap it up for the season for the Chesapeake Panthers.